fucking video. A fucking 16-year-old kicks your fucking ass. Go. Fucking pathetic ass
Go away
bitch.
from me. Please, leave.
Call the fucking cops, bro. Call the...
Okay, bro, I'm saying, man, this is just so crazy, bro. This is exactly what he's doing to his dad, man. And I gotta say, you hop up in my face like that, bro, I'm gonna literally slit your throat, and you will never see the light of day ever again. It's it. That's it. It's over. Why are you still alive? How are you still standing? What part of the game is this? Jesus Christ, guys. This is, guys, I talk about women a lot. I really do. But as most guys will attest, we're not much better now, are we? I mean, this is the type of thing that is just completely unheard of, particularly in my childhood. Man, if I even thought about looking at my mom weird any kind of way, my father would be all over me. So if I dare looked at my pop any kind of way, he'd be all over me, what have you. And I believe a big part of this stems from childhood, stems from, birth. Let's keep going a little bit, and I'll explain further.
Fucking cops. I don't give a fuck.
Leave, please.
You know I don't give a fuck.
You do, so stop being so crazy.
Oh, I do, huh? I do, huh?
Just stop. Please,
I do,
now
huh?
leave. Get out of my face.
Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you.
See, and that's another reason why I never trip over the word, because you can't stop people from saying whatever the hell it is that they're going to say. But, I believe that there is a dynamic within the father-son relationship where the son wants to buck at the dad. It even happened to me. I was a bit older than this young man, but still, there always comes this point in every father-son relationship where, the younger, hungrier son sees the weakened father. It's like pride and lions in the jungle and shit, and it's or what is that, the first Thor, where his dad was like, yo, we shouldn't attack the ice people, and he was like, you're a pathetic old fool. That energy, that young energy is common actually, but as I came up, I eventually bucked at my pop, but I made sure that I was, in a better position to be able to do such a thing. Whereas I'm pretty sure this has been going on for maybe probably the last 5 years, because there was no fear of God struck into this young man in the first place. I mean, the dad seems like he's been weak-willed this kid's entire life, and he sees where he's a bit of a pushover. And so he's trying to go all alpha on his dad, and his dad's not striking back. It's sad. It's a sad byproduct of weak people. But there was a long running joke in the black community back in the day. It was like, you go talk to white kids and see how they talk to their parents. Like, not us over here. Even at 16, even at 17, even at the age I wasn't sitting there cursing at my dad or anything else like that. I bucked, and there's a bit of a difference. It's like, it is what it is. I'm not going to particularly get into the particulars of what happened between me and my father, but I am going to say that what we're watching is natural to an extent, and after the young man goes through more in life and gets a better understanding and get a better perspective, he'll actually come back and apologize to his dad. But still, at the same time, this is completely disrespectful, and the father should have just knocked him the hell out.
Please.
Fuck you.
Please.
Fuck you.
All right, let me go. I'm taking a shower.
I don't give a fuck.
Please, just
You ain't
go.
taking shit.
Just please.
You ain't taking shit.
Come on.
You ain't taking shit.
Dan.
What?
Should have took your jaw, bro. I ain't even going to stunt. Like I said, how you buck matters as well, right? Like, bro, you really should have just caught a bunch of elbows right then and there and gotten chucked out. Like, this should be your last moments in this particular household. But Jesus, dude, this is a rather weak-willed father. He doesn't particularly have the spine to, stand up even really to his own child. Because my father bucked back at me. I mean, that's the thing about when you buck. Thor's dad, right? Thor's dad took his powers and kicked him the hell out. That's what's supposed to happen next. But as we can see, that's not what's happening here.
Push him out.
No.
Yeah, push me out, pussy.
Just go.
Push me out, pussy. Push me out.
Honestly, put one in his jaw and then push him out. But that's the thing. Oh man, I actually feel that bad for the dad. But at the same time, you didn't discipline your kid from jump. I remember when I was with my ex and her daughter did something that pissed me off. I was angry and upset. And I was like, yo, read the Bible, okay? She's like, read the Bible too? Till I'm tired, okay? And I dropped her off at her grandmother's house because I had to go to work that day. And her grandmother gives me a call like, oh my goodness, how dare you? She's too young. And I had to break it down for her. I'm like, look, there's no such thing as too young to start learning discipline. There's no such thing as too young to start learning respect. There's no such thing as too young as to start learning there are consequences for your actions. And, you know, her grandmother was feeling some kind of way. Yes, it's the same one that punched me in the mouth and called me a nigga. But she couldn't particularly argue against any of my logic because logic is the great equalizer now, isn't it? Except for when you have such a situation as this one where the young man is just, you know, really trying to out alpha his father, which he's doing rather easily because his father is really weak.
Go. Push me out, pussy.
Grab your stuff and go to mom's.
Go.
in my bathroom.
Push me out, pussy. I'm not gonna. Get rolling. He's acting crazy.
I'm acting crazy. He's just a bitch.
You ain't taking shit, nigga. I told you that.
It'd be really like, but that's the thing. Like, it's not like you swinging or anything else like that. Like, I'm really interested to see how this whole argument came to be.
Fuck ass nigga.
That's right. Throw up them C's, bro. Throw up them C's. Oh my goodness, yeah. I'm telling you, urban culture is a poison, guys. Hold on. Let's get my man back on them C's, son. Oh man. Either ways, this is just sad. And whereas I kick in the backs of chicks all the time, even though I'm not really kicking it, I'm just talking about like nature and biology and, you know, how we are as human beings. This is this really isn't any different. You know, this is just something that happens literally every day between fathers and sons. And if you have a better relationship with your kid, you know, that your relationship with your child really determines how that plays out. So with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day, share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and BitChute and like are the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? I personally would have just put a couple in his face, all right, like bang bang, like like two-pieced them. But then again, I'd like to think that I have the type of relationship with my son that at that point, and particularly being more cognizant of our biology and human nature, that I'd be able to, you know, handle it, or not even have you know, that natural clash between two males, between the alpha versus energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather have that, you know, be manifest in a different way. But you may feel differently. Shoot, you may have come from such a circumstance yourself. You might have had to tell your pops off like this. Who knows? That's what I have a comment section for, right? And until the next one.